everyone is Love, and I'm doing a makeup tutorial that was requested to me, but for a brown and gold belly dance costume. Alright, the first thing I'm gonna do is, I love gold, so I'm gonna focus on gold. You only need to take out the cap. It's a MAC pigment called Golden Yellow. It's a, I mean, really, I'll explain everything a little bit better, maybe in another part if I feel the need to. But yeah, I'm just doing it so you can see the application. It's just going in the inner corner. Hangs pretty well. I like using loose powders because even without a base, they actually do hang on pretty well, especially if you just put foundation on your eyes. This is what I did. I know I make really sexy faces when I put this stuff on, right? Sexy. The brush I'm using is just pointy topped. It's a very nice brush. Gotten a whole set. So yes, I am placing it a bit above the crease, as you can see. Oh, it's 10 minutes in. Not doing too bad. The next thing I'm going to use is the Bare Essentials Color and Cerveza. It's a regular gold. You see that? It's a different color. This is pathetic. You got Petrolude and Pixie Woo. You got like a perfect color. You look at me, you're just like, oh my god, what is she even putting on makeup? Good lord. She's so bootleg. Alright, so the next color I'm going to use, this is a little harder to find. This is Mica Bella. They're all in my mall. Crazy salespeople. It's very nice. They're very high gloss colors, very high shine. So yeah. Now while I've put the two golds on both sides, above the crease and in the lid, I'm going to only put this on my lid. You see that? You'll probably see yourself in that. Practice, but that doesn't count. And like I said, just put it right in here. If only you could see the fallout from this, it's probably hilarious. Oh, there you go. See that little pixie dust? That was this. So like I said, it's... Right. This is another Bare Essentials color. This is Sex Kitten. Meow. And a little bit above the crease. See that? Now, if you can, try to get it to look like a V. Can't, however, you can fix it later. Let's take another color, Bare Essentials. It's called Panther. They like cats, I guess. I'm going to take this brush, which is a crease brush, sort of a creasy blending sort of brush. I'm going to pat it, and I'm going to place it above the crease where I put the Mica Bella color. See that? Just go over your Sex Kitten with a smaller brush and it here. And what you might want to do is up to you. You may want to go a little in the actual crease. With it. Like you can see on my webcam, unfortunately I don't really have anything. You can probably see you'll actually see the fallout when you actually do it. That would basically just require you to brush it off, or what you could do is you could not do your foundation, and then do your foundation after you've brushed off everything. That's really up to you. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the highlight. Now the highlight for the above the eye, I'm not going to use the same thing as the as in the inner corner because that doesn't really make any sense to me. I'm going to use the crease brush again, and I'm going to use something I got in the Clinique trio. You can use whatever your favorite highlight is. It really doesn't matter. This brush actually does a lot more than I thought it would. It's actually an extremely good brush. Surprised. What I did off camera, and I didn't actually mean to do it off camera, but I messed up my little monologue. What I basically did was that I added Panther and Sex Kitten under here for Bare Essentials, and sort of the Golden Lemon in the inner corner. I'm about to do my liner, and what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to use an angle brush. This is my angle brush, my favorite angle brush. It's from Too Faced. The other ones that I've pretty much been using the entirety of this video is Essence of Beauty. You can get them at CVS. This is, I'm using Black Tide from MAC. Yeah, like you can read that. But yeah, Black Tide from MAC. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it with my angle brush. Now, you're not going to get a very, very strong liner with this because you already have powder eyeshadow on. This is okay. This is not our definite liner. Wing it out as far as you can. I love winged liner, so do your best in winging. Alright, so that is our liner with the Black Tide. Obviously, I'm going to do it on the other side. The reason this is easy for me is because I only use liquid liner. So while it's easier for me to see when I'm actually in a mirror and not a crappy webcam, you know, it's probably going to be a little more difficult for you. You see how there's a gap? There was a gap there? Gotta fill it in underneath. Try to make sure there are no gaps between your liner and like your lash line. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go underneath the lash line on the bottom, and we are going to draw it in. This is my Achilles heel. So if it doesn't look great, most likely you could do it better than me. Bear with me here. Yeah. You can actually see it decently well on this thing, which is surprising. Of the one things you can see decently well, it's the worst thing I'm good at. It's the thing I'm like the worst at. We're going to go into our liquid liner. I use L'Oreal Liner Intense. I used to use Givenchy, but I don't want to spend that much money for it anymore. Try to make the finest point you can with whatever liner you have. Try to make the finest point you can. Because it drives me crazy when all I have is fat liner lines, and that's probably what I'm gonna get, seeing as I can't see what I'm doing. See that? It's on now. Now, what you can always do is, if you want a thicker line, I personally wouldn't go over it with liquid liner. I don't like the way that looks when you have a really thick line of liquid liner. What you can do is you can go over the Black Tide and make that thicker. Like I said, if you want it thicker, take your Black Tide. Mine's pretty much, believe it or not, I don't use it that much, actually. It broke twice. And go over your smoky line with more Black Tide. Here you are. You have the option of stopping here. You can stop here. I won't. Hi, everyone. I basically finished up the look while I wasn't, I basically finished up the look while I wasn't recording. I put on the false lashes. I, fixed the lipstick, because I added a little bit more blush. You can't see it, because it's crappy webcam. This is basically a video of me talking. I used Michael Bella's color right around here, just on the lid. Blended it in with the gold, the regular gold, the Cerveza. And then I used Panther on the outer V, out here, and Panther up in the crease. That's basically what I came up with. Then